Hello, U.S. history class, and happy Wednesday. I hope that you all have had an amazing week so far, and I hope that you are excited for our 4-day weekend coming up. I know I certainly am. As you can see, you've got another video of me today. I'm finally back home, but I'm still exhausted and trying to catch up on sleep and life. So I promise I'm resting and I will get back to being with all of you in person as soon as I can. But I've continued to hear good things about what is happening in class, and I want to keep those good things going. So let's jump into the video here real quick. Rather, the presentation. You're already a part of the video. How cool is that? So, our daily objective is I can create an authentic news report that displays economic, social, and political events of early 1800s America. Now, before we jump into boy band today, I want to do a quick review of boy band yesterday. The two major things that I saw pointed out by all of you yesterday in boy band, at least that was reported back to me, is that you guys want more open communication amongst the group, and that you need to some of you need to focus a little bit more on the project. So I think these are both amazing reflections and amazing goals. Now I do not want to talk about these for too long today, but I did want to put them here just to remind you what you were hoping you could improve on as a group tomorrow. Have more of that open communication. Have more of that focus on the project, okay? Believe in yourselves to get this stuff done and then get it done. Now for boy band today, we're going to talk a little bit about study habits. And we're doing that because we're coming up pretty soon here on finals. We'll be working on these projects. You'll be working on tests and quizzes and papers in all of your other classes. So we're going to be looking at one method that might help you improve on your, how you may improve on your studying so that you can have better results this term around finals. So here are the questions we're going to look at as we watch the video on this study method. In your own words, what is the Pomodoro method? How is the Pomodoro method supposed to help improve your study habits? And what is one way that the Pomodoro method can be challenged? And how can you prevent that challenge from disrupting your studying? So let's take a look. Let's watch this video together.
The Pomodoro technique is one of my favorite techniques to fight procrastination and maintain focus and productivity throughout the day. Stay tuned for tips on how to incorporate this into your study routine. What's going on, guys? This is Jay from medschoolinsiders.com. First, I want to talk to you a little bit about the history of the Pomodoro technique. So it was invented back in the early 1990s by Francesco Cirillo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. He named it the Pomodoro technique after the tomato-shaped timer that he used to actually track his work as a university student. Since then, this technique has gained much popularity in various productivity and self-improvement circles. So the theory behind it is that any large task or any series of tasks can be broken down into short timed intervals called pomodoros. Each is separated by a short break. This takes advantage of the fact that our brains have limited attention spans. So as to how to use it, the only item you really need is a timer. You can go old-fashioned or use your phone or computer with an app. My favorite app is called 3030 on the iPhone. It's my favorite because of its clean interface and customizability, thus making it easy to do the traditional Pomodoro or customize it to your liking. More on that in a little bit. So first, choose a task or series of tasks that you need to accomplish. Next, set the timer to 25 minutes. Continue to work on the task until the timer goes off. Avoid constantly checking the timer. Once the timer goes off, take a short break for 5 minutes. Get up during this time. Do not take the break at the same spot that you were working. I personally like getting up, holding a third world squat, stretching, moving around. Now is also the time to use the bathroom and grab a refill for your water. After 4 Pomodoro cycles, take a longer break of 20 minutes. Rinse and repeat. Distractions. During your Pomodoro cycles, do your best to limit distractions. The whole point is 25 minutes of intense focus. Don't be checking Facebook or Reddit or the Med School Insider's website on and off. Focus on the task at hand. So I personally put my phone on either airplane mode or do not disturb mode, but be careful because do not disturb mode can actually affect the notifications on your timer app if you are using your smartphone app. If someone else comes knocking for help, use the inform, negotiate, callback strategy, which was suggested by Francesco Cirillo himself. So inform the distracting party that you're in the middle of something, negotiate a time when you can get back to them, and call back when your Pomodoro is complete and you're ready to address their need. When to use it. I only found out about the technique in medical school, and if you've checked my first video ever, link above right here, then you'll know that it is one of the key strategies that I wish I started using as an undergrad in college. So I often use this when I can't get myself motivated to study for a subject that is either particularly dull or boring. So anyways, I get my Pomodoro app started and I tell myself I just need to do 1 cycle of 25 minutes. By making this commitment small to just do a small amount of work, it's easier to get started. And once I finish that cycle, it always feels less daunting as I've built momentum. At this time, it's usually not a problem to keep moving forward with my work. I've also found it useful for reading textbook chapters, going through my Anki deck, and getting started on background reading for research projects. Remember though that Pomodoro is ultimately a productivity system to serve you. Therefore, don't feel obligated to always take a break if you're in the groove. For longer days where you'll be studying for most of the day, such as the day before a final exam, I recommend you do take breaks as this sustains your stamina and prevents burnout. Sometimes though, it's best to just keep chugging along once you've built momentum. I often stop the Pomodoro app and continue my work without breaks when I'm either reviewing lectures or doing research, data analysis, and writing. So with reviewing lectures, I generally review 1 lecture, take a brief break after finishing the lecture, and then move on to the next.
All right. So a lot of the rest of that video is actually the guy talking about some med school stuff, yada, 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 whatever. Let's go to our questions.
The Pomodoro technique is one of...
Here we go. So go ahead and take turns in your own words. What is the Pomodoro technique, the Pomodoro method? How is the Pomodoro method supposed to help improve your study habits? And what is one way that the Pomodoro method can be challenged? And how can you prevent that challenge from disrupting your studying? We're going to pause the video right now so you can go ahead and have that conversation. All right, welcome back. So for the rest of the day today, it sounds like you still need some time to continue working on your learning log. So please use your time to do that, okay? Yeah, it sounds like you guys are almost done. Keep working hard on that. Please keep working hard on that. You're so close to being done with it. Then, once you are done, transition into creating the script for the video, okay? Now, if you finish the learning log with about like 20 minutes left of class and you just are feeling so burnt out and done with your learning log, then I give you full permission to just hang out, sit back, talk to each other, talk smack about soccer, do whatever it is, just hang out and relax. But if you want to get started on the script for the video, it would be a good time to do that. So for this script, just a reminder, there is no one correct or right way to put together the script for the news report, okay? The important thing to do is to remember the inverted pyramid and to provide well-researched information, okay? Again, I have provided you with a template on Edmodo for how you could plan out your video, and I recommend using it. It will be up to you to add photos, animations, and to make this video look awesome. So US history. I'm sure you all are just about as tired with these video recording lessons that I am. And I promise that the first day that I'm able to be back to working on this, I will be back to working on this, to being there with you all in class. But in the meantime, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for doing your best. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Goodbye, gentlemen.